Okay. Whoa. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Look, we're back. We got the kiddos with me. It's Sunday fun day with the daughters. Oh, crap. No, they had their cousin spend the night, and she's 12, weighs about 125. Didn't want to be carrying 275 around. So we've got make-believe kids. We got a 35-pound dumbbell. We've got, let's see if that picks up, a 45-pound kettlebell equaling 80 pounds plus this, or somewhere between 100, 110 pounds. We're doing the freaking water tower because I'm lazy. But dude, I've already done 12 laps. I am just destroyed. So we're gonna keep going. I wanted to do 2,000 feet. I'm already a little over 900, but dude, it is slow and rough. So we're gonna see, but dang, dude. Guys, if you like trail running, workout climbs, this is it, man. Let's get going. Okay, I'm putting this back like this. I'm sorry it's all fogged up. It's so humid and hot today. I'm Hooded Hillhopper. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Ping! Let's get going. Share, comment, ask me questions. Woo-wee. All right, here we go, guys. Here we go. Oh, I know, like, hey, man, this is motivating. Look at this walk. Okay, this is running. It's not fast. This hill is steep. It's 510 pounds probably. This is a walk. If I'm walking, this is a walk. You see the difference? This is what I do. It's a slow run. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how many more of these I got in the tank. You guys might be in luck today. This might be the shortest Sunday video ever. My quads are burning, my lungs, I don't know, I left them back on the hill somewhere. They disappeared. Sweating everywhere, the camera's covered in sweat and sunscreen goo. I don't even know, it's probably all blurry, the image, but we're making it happen. We're getting it done here. It's a serious, obviously, I've never brought either of my daughters here to this because it's way too steep and dangerous for the kids. But with weights, kettlebell, a dumbbell, who gives a crap? You know, it does ease the stress on the downhill when you don't have live kids in there. That's for sure. It's just like, man, okay, if crap happens and I lose control of the stroller, hey, we have a 15-year-old broken stroller that's already broken. We have a kettlebell and a dumbbell that get tossed around and they're probably a-okay. So the only, I got an email from WWE Network. Man, I haven't been subscribed to them in like 2 years. I was a total, man, we'll do some wrestling videos. Literally all my audience is gonna check out. I was a huge WWF fan growing up in the 80s and then mid-late 90s again, back with them in WCW. So man, the WWE Network, super nostalgic. Their whole archive database of stuff's on there. It's awesome. So it's probably been 2.5 years ago, right around the WrestleMania. So WrestleMania 2018. Because I thought it looked like a good show. I didn't follow it, but I signed up, watched a little, got my daughter, I guess she was 4 at the time, and she, I know this is pointing up. I guess we can do that a little better. And you know, there's a lot of female wrestlers now, and they're great. Charlotte Flair, the Japanese lady who I can't think of her name, Japanese girl, who actually has a YouTube channel for like video games. It's really funny. Go figure, what a stereotype. Hey, the Japanese girl plays video games. So, but it was awesome. It was a lot of fun. She loved the female fights. They're basically like gymnasts out there just putting on an act, performing. Turns out my wife thinks pro wrestling's from the devil. So she put a kibosh on that. She literally forced me to cancel my subscription. And I am all the worst for it. So, now, the only good news is the current product's awful. But dude, I was just into the old school stuff. But anyways, all right, let's get back. So that's my sad wrestling story. Yeah, she was like, no way. I was like, what, your family? Like, you grew up with your dad and your two brothers. He's like, oh yeah, they loved it. Then I'm like, what the hell? It's just like, geez. You know, but yeah, we'll do some wrestling talks, but not today, because it's gonna be hard to focus on anything. So I was actually lap 13. I already done 12 laps. This is tough. You know, we're gonna get close to 1,000 feet. Oh man. Yeah, and I know I say this a million times, I apologize. I've been doing a lot of these water tower videos. I've been just destroyed. I've been so tired with life, work and everything. So this is simple. It's by my house, getting some work in. It rests my knee and hamstrings a little bit, even though it's steeper than 90% of the places I go. It doesn't have the technicality. So I actually get a better workout here than anywhere else. So I gotta bring my A game with the stories for these runs. And here's the conundrum with this. Here I am pushing the stroller out of breath and it's hard to talk. Whew. So, but anyway, so yesterday, you know, if any of you guys saw it, I did the 2008 summer movie review. Had a lot of fun with that. Just went over Iron Man, the last Indiana Jones, the Crystal Skull, Hellboy 2, Dark Knight, and I think we finished with Tropic Thunder, I believe. That was a good time. Good time. So yeah, that summer, man, that was kind of a punch in the gut to kickstart the old comic book movies. You had that juggernaut Iron Man, and then not the DCU, but the Dark Knight. It's an all-timer in most people's eyes. So whew, here we go. All right. So I guess that's 14. I don't even know. What's funny, this downhill, which is seriously the hardest part. The first 3-4 laps down, this was like, I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna keep doing this. It was so difficult. My body was so stressed trying to hold it down. Well, I figured out the easiest way is just one-hand it, stretch out. Oh, I got to put this down. You know, stretch out, and that's the easiest, instead of two-arming it, which I'm just curved over and everything. And what I do, I switch arms each lap on the downhill. So this is the left arm. And this has actually worked wonders. I'm way more comfortable, I'm way more confident. And I'm actually talking here. Where like the first, I'm telling you, I was like, I almost went into the street. I was so out of control by the end. I was like, good grief. Dude, the top of my toes are gonna be bleeding. I'm putting so much stress on them. Trying to, look at that lap. 30:56. We are smoking. Putting the heat check on, right? All right. So 14 down. I had to retie my shorts, the humidity, the sweat. This might be a shoe day. Yeah, shoes are already looking a little wet. This might be, I might start sliding. That'll be, oh crap. So I hate these cameras. They have to adjust them. I wish it was just automatic. Like it just a beep, beep, beep. Kind of turned itself, angled itself correctly. All right. Oh man. Yeah, lucky me, today I get home, my off day. I've got like 8 hours of paperwork on the computer. Whew. Oh man. Let's get going. All right. Hey, let's do a shout out. What the hell? I wasn't gonna, but let's get going. Now this This person's new to me, so I haven't seen a ton of her videos, but they're really, really funny. Really funny. She's got a ton of subscribers, I think over 3,000, maybe 10. But her name is, I think I'm saying this right, Shayy Butter. S-H-A-Y-Y, the double Y. Butter. And she does kind of a, oh shoot, shit. She does kind of a hybrid fitness, comedy, maybe food, like everything. Whatever she's doing, it's really funny. She's got crazy screen charisma, like on screen, really good. She does funny videos. She did one where it's like this like fitness model workout girl. She's like following and trying to do her exercises. That was fun. She just did one, I think her most recent was like her and her friend trying to make TikTok videos. Now I'm an old man and I've never been on TikTok, but from what the kids tell me, it's like short video clips, like you're trying to do something crazy in a few seconds. I don't know, they were hitting it. They were like jumping off cars and stuff. So that was a hilarious video, doing all sorts of stuff. So that was fun. But yeah, no, and then she does the fitness, she does like health, but it's all with a comedic tone. So, and you could tell it's working. She's got subscribers up the butt. Great following, super cool, super nice. So check her out, Shayy Butter. She's putting in work. She's just got that, you know how some people, oh, how do I say this? Is that 15, I guess? Some people on, is this recording? Yeah, I guess. Some people on, you know, you get those people on YouTube where it's like, they don't have that natural screen presence and they got to build it up, you know? And that was me. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not like, oh, in front of the camera, I freeze, you know? That was me. There's people like that. And there's people that just have it, you know? They're just on. They're just like, boom. And maybe that's right, because they're like that in real life. So it's just so easy for them. But that's Shayy Butter, just a natural. So really go check her out. It's just, it's one of those videos you have no problem watching the whole thing. It's that fun. It's a good time. Yeah, so hats off to Shayy Butter. I don't want to crash going down here. Okay. And that's my one shout out subscriber, Shayy Butter. Good job, girl. And I'm gonna kill myself if I try a second one. So that's it. Check out her link in the description. Oh, okay. Man, oh man. Dude, I'm going so slow, the pace on my watch isn't even showing up. It's basically pretending I'm not even going. Because if you drop below a certain pace, it's like, hey ass, you're not even moving, dude. Dang, dude. That is hilarious. I didn't even notice that. Wow. Okay. Does that mean the GPS is just shutting off? I don't know. Because it'll do that, like Strava. You look at your time, it's less than my Garmin time. Because Strava says time moving. So if you take a break to eat something, pee, whatever, it cuts that out. So I don't know. Dude, Strava might be cutting this whole damn thing out. I don't know. It's a heck of a question. We'll find out, I guess. The elevation's still going out, showing me I'm still gaining. All right. Oh, dude, this is like such a tip over point, which is funny because the 45 is on the left side. So you think it'd tip to the left, but right there, it always wants to tip to the right. Dude, my calves are burning. My quads are burning. My shoulders hurt. Damn it, and today's shoulder day after. Maybe I should take the day off from shoulders. Oh, man. Let's get going. So whenever I do decide, I'm not sure how many more we're gonna do. When I do the last one, oh, more glass. There's been so much glass from a broken Coors beer bottle. I'm trying to get out of the way. I want to pop these tires for sure. But anyways, the last climb, I'll definitely go as fast as I can, as pathetic as that's going to be, just kind of for fun, to see how it times against my best run when I don't have a stroller, or I'm just running bare. So, you know, I've been, the last 2 days, last 2 times I've been here, my last sprint has been 46 seconds up. I'm not gonna lie, oh, glass. Okay, I guess that's 15. I don't know. Was that 15? Or was that 16? Oh, who cares? Okay, what arm am I using? We just used the right. Okay, so, so anyways, 46 seconds was my fast time. So what are we gonna get to with the stroller the fastest? I'm gonna be honest, I'm guessing somewhere in the 2-minute range. I'm guaranteeing less than double. And I'll tell you why. When I'm running bare, my time's kind of increased. I've got that negative split going. I get faster as time goes on. This, because it's so hard, I peaked way quicker. I probably peaked around lap 6 or so, and I'm on 15, so I've been slowing down, I can tell. So the time is, even though I'm gonna be going as fast as I can, I'm gonna be worked over, so we'll just see what happens. Okay. Oh man. So hope everyone's enjoying their Sunday. Yeah, so we were talking about movies, and there's just, you know, it sucks there's no movies coming out really. I guess the speaking of the Batman Dark Knight trilogy, Christopher Nolan, who made those, he's coming out with Tenet, I think mid-September, maybe the 21st or something. Holy crud, I don't know. But I think they're being reviewed, like Rotten Tomatoes. They're showing the embargo broke or whatever. So everyone's reviewing it. It's got solid reviews. I think it's in the high 80s or so. I'll tell you what I learned over the last 2 years though. It's all critic reviews. You know who I trust more? This is just me. The user reviews. Because critics can be, oh shoot. Here's the problem, I've been waiting to do it. That hole. See right there? I don't even know if you can see it. That pothole, that tire, it's about 2 inches from it. So what happens while I'm babbling. So the problem, critics reviews are, they're snobs. They're, you know, that whole industry's like, ugh. But, so sometimes they nail it. Dude, but sometimes they're just dead off. Like sometimes it's just a fun movie to watch. They're like, nope, this wasn't good. I'm not gonna like it. And sometimes it's the opposite. Where it's like they love, oh, so artistic. It was amazing. And then the user reviews are like, this was the boringest piece of crap I've ever watched. So I learned, I used to only do the critics, and I was just like, man, I don't know. Then I learned, they're like, no, follow the users. Because the users are nerds like me. They're actually writing a review, so they're probably much more in line with my thoughts, good or bad, you know. So that's just, man, I need to pull my heart rate monitor strap up. This thing's falling for sure. Yeah, so I mean, like, I'll give you some examples just off the top of my head. Now, there's movies where everyone's in agreement. The Dark Knight, a lot of the MCU movies, great, both reviewed fantastically. But I'll give you an example of a movie that I really enjoyed, and more importantly, my wife enjoyed, which is like, you know, that's a whole nother story. Okay. And that was Venom. The Sony movie Venom, which is like the comic book anti-hero. I never even knew about him until the movie. And anyways, the movie, I want to say it's like the critics had it in the 30% on Rotten Tomatoes. Like, not good at all. Like, it's like, ugh. And this, I remember, this is the first movie. I'm like, oh, this movie sucks, dude. How? Like, that's too bad. I was really hoping it'd be good. You know, so they can do crossover with Spider-Man and stuff. And then, that's the first movie. Yeah, I started looking at the user reviews, and they were like, I want to say in the like 80s, maybe high 80s. And I was like, what? That's completely different. Like, way, like 50% difference. Like, one, like the critics like unanimously hate it, and the fans totally, the real world people totally like it. Oh my goodness. So I was like, what's going on? I read a little more, and they were like, no, dude, go off the users. You're a regular viewer. Go off the regular viewer. You know, and sure enough, I was like, okay. I bought it cheap digitally, and we watched it maybe a year ago, and we're like, dude, I'm struggling. Like, oh, this is really good. Like, it was just an enjoyable, fun movie. And it was just like, man, so sometimes the critics just, and there's a bunch of movies like that. You can find all sorts where the critics just, no, didn't like it. And then, but users are like, oh yeah. Now the opposite happens also, like I was saying. I'm trying to think of a good example. Oh, I got a couple. Most recent, because I was like, this is gonna be great. I can't wait for it. And that was that Adam Sandler film that came out like last holiday, November, December, Uncut Gems. Like, oh, it's a drama, serious tone. I was like, okay, cool. I like Adam Sandler. He's cool. And the reviews were through the roof. And it was like, wow, the critics' reviews. I can't remember if I bought it or not, so I might have bought it. I don't think I did. I think I held off. I've almost bought it like a dozen times. So I'm like, yeah, this is great. And then I go to the user reviews, and it's like the lowest on a user review movie, any movie I've seen in a long time. I want to say it's in the 30s, which is low, maybe even lower, maybe 40 or 50. But the reviews were all the same. Like, this is a terrible movie. It's not good. Like, he's just a jerk or something in the movie. Like, no, like, just not enjoyable at all. Like, the reviews, user reviews all had the same theme. So I'm like, well, I'm not gonna like this at all. So that saved me money and a night of getting yelled at by my wife. More importantly, if I put that on. So, and that is, my friends, it's just not worth it getting yelled at. Trust me. So, all you single guys out there that aren't married, don't have kids yet, dude, pick your battles. Oh, dude. But it's important. Don't be a pushover either. Okay, which hand? I think it's left hand now. So there's that. Uncut Gems. Terrible user reviews, and the critics loved it. Just absolutely loved it. So then, another example. I might get it. This one's so divisive. My old honky-tonk English, jeez, dude. So, this one, and I'm gonna, disclaimer, I'm not an expert on these by any stretch of the imagination, because I'm just not as into them as everyone else. I am, but I haven't seen them all. Let's get down here. I have to focus so much. I'm coming down. Oh shoot, that front wheel. Dude, my right hamstring almost went there too. Oh, smart. Okay, so what I'm talking about really is the six, and especially the six newest, and especially the three newest Star Wars movie in the main line, the main 9 or whatever you want to call it. Where, man, the critics, they like let's use, what is it, Force Awakens, then what's the second one? Dude, I don't even know if I have the titles right. I'll tell you what, the most recent 3 with that new girl, I know their names, like the I saw the first one, which I think's Force Awakens. Then was it The Last Jedi is second? I haven't seen that one, and I didn't see the third one. But if I recall, correct me if I'm wrong, the first 2 of those, Force Awakens, Last Jedi, critic reviews are pretty solid. It's a good movie. And the user reviews, Star Wars nerds are hard, man. They weren't as good. I don't want to say terrible, but not nearly as strong. And I've seen the first movie, Force Awakens, once, maybe once and a half, and I was not super impressed. I need to really watch it again. I was like, really sit down, but I remember like, I don't know, dude. Like, that's what you guys gave us. Like, and this is the old man hooded hill hopper. You know, you want more nostalgia. And they brought back a couple old characters. Now, one of them died in real life. So it's like, all right, what are you gonna do? But, and you know, there's so many ways you can go with this. I'm not gonna go into, but, it just, there was definitely cool parts. Han Solo, his character, awesome seeing him back. I didn't like what they did with him, but from what I heard, look, he dies in it, okay? You happy? But what I heard, it's hard for me to blame Disney on this, because from what I've read, that's Harrison Ford's call. That was, because he makes the shots a lot with his character. So he's like, the only way I'm coming back is you guys kill me off. So, and I understand, but dude, it's like Indiana Jones. If they killed Indy, you're like, what the, you know, like Shia LaBeouf's gonna take over his son. Like, and then you're like, wait, what? So, oh, dude. Anyways, so they kill him. And that was his call, from what I've heard. Because what I've heard is, in the first trilogy, episodes 4, 5, 6, you know, A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. I heard the last one, Return of the Jedi, Harrison Ford was adamant that they kill him in that. No, he's like, I have to die. And like, they're just like, no way, buddy. We're not killing Han Solo. So they didn't, but I think by this next one, you know, 30, literally about 30 years later, he had so much more power. He's like, no, man, you're killing me. Which, you know, it's like, I want to see him in all the movies. He's the best character. And I surely want him for merchandise sales. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, who sells more? I get, you know, Star Wars is tough because you have the old school, old dudes like me in their 40s, some even older. And then the new crowd, the new kids, like my buddy who I mentioned loves Star Wars. He loves him some Star Wars, but will not touch Lord of the Rings. Says anyone who watches Lord of the Rings is the biggest like nerd boy loser, Dungeons Dragons, whatever. Which is fine if you want to have that stance. You're missing out. But then don't come to me like gospeling about Star Wars, buddy. Because A, it's nerdy shit also. It's just, in space instead of swords and dragons and rings and hobbits and whatever. And here's the more important thing, which I will take to the grave with me. The Lord of the Ring movies are way the F better than the Star Wars movies. And no one can argue that. No one. Look, take the Hobbit movies out of there because they're not part of it. But the Lord of the Ring 3, come on. What trilogy, what movie of threes can touch that? You know, probably the closest is maybe the Batman Dark Knight trilogy that I was talking about Christopher Nolan. Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, Dark Knight Rises. But even then, the scale, the extended versions check in over 10 hours. I think we're getting closer to 11 hours total. So one long story, 11 hours. So, I mean, look at the Academy Awards it wins. And I know that's not doesn't mean everything, but if you've got all the users loving it, the end users like me, and the critics, you probably hit gold. So that's a rant, like, just sorry about my buddy. I told him, like, dude, you gotta give it a shot. So he's weird. Like, he's like, oh, these new Star Wars movies, they're amazing. Like, really? Like, okay, now one thing I will say this, the last one that came out, I think this past Christmas or so, and I can't think of the name of it. The critic reviews are ho-hum. It was like, they try to do too much fanfare. Well, then the fans, the users, they liked it the most, from what I understand. So I'd probably like the most too. Sun's coming out, there's a breeze. That feels good. So, you know what are you gonna do? But anyway, my buddy, we're just gonna call him anti-Lord of the Rings. He, I can't even remember which hand I've been using. His son is my daughter's age, 6. And so he's all into Star Wars, like hugely into it. And my daughter likes it, but he's all into the new stuff, the new characters, which I just don't give a crap about. So that's why I'm like, take my opinion with a grain of salt. So I'm like, these new characters, I don't care about them. You know, I want to see Luke, I want to see Han Solo, bring back Vader, man. You know, and that's just, now maybe if I watch the second, third, like I said, take my opinion with a grain of salt. I haven't even seen the last two, the most recent. So, you know, dude, my toes are wet. We need to cut this short, very short. They're gonna be bleeding like crazy. Yeah, we're out of control here. Okay, this sucks. Okay, my toes, yeah, that's cut up. They're soaking wet. You can't see it, but. Okay, so we're gonna do 2 more laps. 2 more, and shut it down. And my feet are gonna pay the price for these 2. So, but I got a story to tell. Wait, am I done? Oh, I know what I wanted to say. So more importantly, so this guy, he's like, you know, preaches gospel about the mainline Star Wars movies. But Rogue One comes out. And, you know, I don't know. And I'm gonna say something controversial. It's my favorite Star Wars movie ever. I think it's phenomenal out of the ones I've seen. I think it's amazing. It's got Vader in it, Princess Leia. Good Lord, the actors. Donnie Yen. It's got that main dude who's the character in Narcos Mexico. And I think they're doing a Disney Plus show. They're gonna do a series of it. That's how great it is. So, but my buddy, I'm like, dude, you gotta watch Rogue One, because he's talking about Star Wars. I'm like, it's so good. He gets like 5 minutes into it. He's all, I turned it off, dude. It's stupid. He's all stupid, man. I'm like, what are you talking about? 5 minutes? Dude, get back at it, man. So literally, after over a year, I had to bring my brother in. I've got a twin brother. My brother and I, believe it or not, we have very similar opinions on everything. And my brother he's like, no, dude. And my brother's a way bigger Star Wars fan than I am. I'm more of a Lord of the Rings. He's more Star Wars. And he's like, no, dude. And my brother's a harsh critic though with the Star Wars movies. He's like, no, dude, Rogue One's freaking awesome. All the characters in that, good Lord. The story they tell, so cool. Such a cool story. So finally, my buddy watched it. He said he had to, he like tried watching it 4 different times. Like he kept turning it off after like 5-10 minutes. Like, geez, dude, I want to strangle him sometimes. Fortunately, he could probably kick my ass. He's a big time wrestler, MMA guy. Yeah, I do more climbing. But I might be so mad about his opinion on Rogue One and not watching Lord of the Rings, I might muster up the energy to beat his ass. Anyways, so he finally watched Rogue One. He's like, oh yeah, dude, it's amazing. I was like, all right, man, okay. So, freaking idiot. So mad with him. Dude, I don't know how I'm gonna get down. My toes are shot. Okay. The other side movie, Solo. Not great critic reviews, but my brother and dad watched it together because I own it. I think on Vudu. And they're like, hey, dude, it's really good. So, I don't know. I'm going down differently this time. I haven't had a chance to watch it. That's a whole nother story. I don't have time to watch a lot of movies. And my wife hates movies, so... Oh, dude, my toes. No bueno. Okay. We gotta go super slow. I'm almost tempted. No, that's... I was like, let's go. I'll walk backwards. That's like not a good idea. Okay, this is taking some pressure off it at least. I'll take pictures of my toes. They're bloody right now. I know for a fact. Hey, good job. Good job, Hoodie Hopper. So what we're gonna do, that's what I want to do. See, I did 2 laps because I'm like, I got a little more ranting to get off my chest. And secondly, we gotta do our sprint. Good Lord. The top of my toes, like they're just rubbed raw. It's like down to the bone. Like stage 4 pressure sore. Is this going? Okay, it's still recording. Okay, so what I say, I'm guessing around 2 minutes. Let's see here. 40-21. 40-21. All right, let's get at it. 40-21. 40-21. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. 40-21. Until we touch the fence up top. 40-21. Dang. Let's get going. All right. We got a pace going. Let's go. Let's go. So slow. 40-21. Maybe 3 minutes. So slow. Oh. Come on, guys. Come on now, at home. Pull out that hammer. Let's pull out that hammer. Pull that hammer down. Throw it down. Ah! Throw it down. Oh shit. 42, 12, a minute 51. Oh geez, that wasn't good. Well, I let go for a second. Okay, a minute 51. Holy smokes. Oh, guys. Oh dude, it's so condensation on there. I'm a hooded hill hopper. Dude, 1,600 feet. We'll get close to 1,800 on my way back. That was tough. I wanted to get 2,000, but you can see my toes, they're just soaked. They're bleeding now. It's so raw. So, but anyways, guys, thanks for being with me. Oh, and went up here. I'm hooded hill hopper. If you like my crazy kettlebell dumbbell weights, let's do this. I'm hooded hill hopper. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, ping! Comment, feedback. This was a hard one, guys. Share this video. Yes, let me know what you want me to talk about. I'll talk about anything, dude. I don't give a crap. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. It's Hyperlapse Monday. Let's do this.